What's going on, guys? It is your boy Cash, and we are here with the new what is this? What did they even call this? The surveillance order. Now, I didn't get the other one because I didn't have Zoya, and I was like, well, I don't. If I get Zoya through the other thing, I didn't know if we were gonna even get to that point, the 250 in the other shop. I said, then hey, I'll do that. But everyone, I think, for a certain amount, I mean, there's a possibility that you maybe don't have Ariel. But if you do, I mean, look at this skin. I think this skin looks phenomenal. And this, ladies and gentlemen, hold on, let me put the music on. I always forget. I always have it muted. But this is actually what I was talking about as far as having different things. Now, obviously, this is a rotation thing, but you definitely need to have more things going on in the game, in my personal opinion. So there she is. So I think there's usually got a person that's Ariel that's built up in my suggestion thing. So we could possibly see how she works. I've seen that some people do use Ariel. Like they definitely use her as a unit. Like usually when I go here, here, there's usually one Ariel in the building. And there she is. So we can go over her. We can look at what she is. So if you have this character, maybe it's time to build her up. I freaking don't know. This is actually going to be me reading this raw. So let's check her out. First of all, she has the brick because she's a spellcaster. Most spellcasters have the brick. Level up the damage, no one cares. All right, so except Hamel. Hamel obviously is a little bit different. That's why I like Hamel so much. This is her ultimate skill. Light responds to Ariel's prayers, forming a glimmer realm in the target area. The realm heals all allies within range 5 times, each restoring a percentage of her attack as HP. You can see that you can level up the amount that it does. So she pretty much puts a Rubik's Cube healing field, grid thing, whatever you want to call it, and people get healed like crazy in there, which is awesome, you know? The difference, obviously, between this and I would use Hamel as an example, because as you could see, when I went back there, a ton of people just built up Hamel, and there's not too many of the actual other healers. I wanted to go over the other one that said Mr. Fox. I just don't see him anywhere. Like, no one has him, or maybe he's not in the summoning pool for global yet. But it is, like, there are other healers besides Hamel, right? Like, I know maybe people don't use them, but I think some people do use use Ariel. So that's what that one does. Let's see what the next thing does. Now, during battle, Ariel heals all allies within a 3x3 in that same Rubik's Cube around her. Similar to Hamel, restoring 60% of her attack, HP to them. The effect has a 6-second cooldown. So she actually has the Hamel thing. I did not know that. So characters near her get additional healing that she doesn't have to spend anything for. And then if you want to go target another area, but you can also target the area that she is in and super heal them up. Seems pretty good to me. Also, since she's A rank, she would be cheaper to phase up than Hamel would be as well. Last but not least, we have Benediction, which is going to be allies within the Glimmer Realm, which we know is her ultimate. So allies within that heal even additionally more HP per second. This effect lasts for 10 seconds. So that's good. The healing does more healing. So if you need more healing, she also heals on her heals. Her other passive is that her healing is increased by 10%, which is pretty and she also gets increased energy recovery speed by 10%. Let's look at them shackles, because we all know being A rank sometimes are pretty good. This guy has absolutely no shackles, which is very unfortunate. Abyssal Glimmer obtain 1 extra healing chance, which I don't wait. What is that one? Is that, I don't know. I don't know why it says chance. It should just say 1 additional. So instead of 5 times, it goes 6 times, which means that's a lot more healing, obviously. Healing gets better at 2 and the 5, it looks like. Then also we have Empathy, which is all ally centers gain more HP, which is actually pretty smart. Not smart, it's smart, but it's pretty useful, obviously. Having more HP all across the board, just for having the character in there, and a healer at that, which is something that you probably need anyway, is pretty cool. Then at number 4, you can see that her energy consumption goes down by 3 points, bringing it to a resounding 32. It is a lot of healing, so I can see why it's so high at 30s. It's definitely something that would be busted if you could just keep spamming it over and over and over again. So yeah, that is our girl. So let's use her in battle and see how she works.
I don't like to fight. I don't like to flee either.
I don't like to fight, but I'm still about this life. I like that. I respect it. As you can see, like I said, a ton of Hamels. Oh yeah, Chameleon, but not that many people use it, but you'll see a shit ton of Hamels there. And I actually always get Ariel and Anne mixed up, so I think I actually see more. I don't know if I see more Ariel than Anne. I'm not exactly sure. So now I get to see how she heals. So we have the grid, right? So she should be healing him every few seconds. Has a little cooldown. She also attacks unlike Hamel.
Shadow follows.
That is one thing as well, so she should be healing them up.
Back off. Don't come close.
Unlike Hamel, she won't have that cool benefit of what's it called? What is the benefit I'm trying to talk about? Of actually giving her attack speed and actually means something. All right, so let's look at this.
My resolution.
You can see she goes into like a prayer mode, which is pretty cool. As you can see, our Kawakawa is dying, so let's see how fast he gets healed up. And there it is. So it's actually it's a way faster heal, right? All right, I had to switch up my team comp a little bit to kind of like hold these guys in place. All right, so he pops that. Gonna move him over. Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
My resolution.
Oh, that is a fat heal.
This
Bring it
is my
home.
resolution.
Oh, I can't move her. Oops. All right, I messed that up. I definitely messed that up. Danger, Will Robinson. I need it. Okay. That was that big heal. That was her passive.
It's my resolution.
Big heals. Wow, look at that. The recovery. I'm bad, but it's all good. Burst healing is actually important sometimes because like as you saw there, that guy kind of does big chunks of damage, at least to my team. So it's actually really useful when you could see a burst of damage and then you're able to kind of like fully heal a unit in comparison to Hamel, who does it over time, where a lot of times, sometimes my units still actually die because it's not as quick of a heal. Now Hamel does do heal, like she does have a burst, but you have to use her skill for that as well. So it's very similar. So actually it's like, it's nice because what if you don't have Hamel and you do need a healer in certain stages that you're stuck on? You know, it's nice that you could have had an A rank that could do it. I don't actually know if there's a B rank healer. Maybe there is, I just can't think of it at the moment. Anyway, let's look at her exclusive Crimebrand here and then go into the Crimebrands in general. This one. All right, so we got the lovely girl here, and everything that we saw is there. I just need to see it here. All right, when Ariel uses Dark Domain Shimmer, which is the Abyssal Shimmer, it's just written really. An additional Shimmer zone will be generated around himself. What? And the healing effect will be reduced by. So what this means is that that's actually pretty cool. So when she would use the her ult, and let's say it's not on top of her, like how I kept using it, another one will actually appear on top of her, which either means double healing, that's why the healing effect gets reduced here, but either it's like a double healing field, which means it more of a burst heal, or it's in two different places, so you're able to kind of control. Certain maps obviously would benefit that effect more than others, because of like having to spread your units out, but a lot of the maps so far are pretty like compact. So it's okay, but I definitely think maybe if they add more like a bigger map where you have to control different things, which will make healers like Hamel a little bit harder to use because you lose all your movements trying to move her around, trying to do that. But if you have a healer like this that can actually direct where the heals are going to a specific location, you'll be in a good spot. Let's see what the Crimebrands are. Final Prologue is the one that we saw before. I like it also here because it has healing effect on the 3 slot, and it increases the healing by a lot, and you can see that it was effective. I obviously can't use it. It's a center unit, so it's an assist unit, so I can't see the difference pretty much without it, but 25% plus whatever level that they leveled it up here, that's a significant amount of additional healing that those heals are going to go, right? Also, it has attack, which is great because obviously everything scales off attack in the game pretty much. So that's pretty nice that it also does both. It gives you a little bit of everything that you need. I'm going to keep my eye on Fury because it's only a 1 slot. It has the same thing with the attack. After using an ultimate, recover HP, which is pretty good. It allows her to keep herself sustained if she's in trouble in any way. But I think of this because I'm thinking that 2-3 slot, we might be able to get something good there. This is also nice too, I guess, additional energy. She doesn't... You don't need, she can just sit on her ult, is what I'm trying to say. She can definitely sit on her ult. Nightmare Revelation. These are perfect for healers or any other unit that doesn't necessarily like, as you can see, there's not much to give her outside of that. Let's say if she actually heals enough, then you actually won't need the Final Prologue. If her healing is up to your satisfaction, then you don't need to do that. What you could do is use something like Nightmare Revelation, and at the start of the battle, your other synergists get better stats, and they don't have to waste their slots, allowing you to actually use your Crimebrands for more offensive stuff, like the stuff that I always say in those individual videos, like this is what they can run, this is what they can run. And then on your healer, you run this so they get even more attack speed, and it's way beneficial to that. I can also see this. This is actually a perfect combo. Obsession, the reason why is because there are a decent amount of stuns in the game, and I think I was reading Fox or somebody that actually gives you CC immunity, but your healer being stunned is probably one of the worst things because you probably need them to do something. So automatically dispels one every 15 seconds. I don't know if it's, I'm assuming it's like every 15-second cooldown. Like it should take the debuff off immediately. But there's a lot good to that. There's really a lot to this. I think this might be the best combo here. But I'll keep reading. Still don't know what Paradise Rename does, so I'm not going to talk about it. Reunion Day. Oh yeah, wait, that's wrong one. Shut up. Turning Zero, that's the one that I thought. That this character gets energy every time you use a chief skill. Allows you to kind of keep the heals up. But like I said, a healer usually just needs to time their heals. They're usually waiting on it, usually. If you're in a situation where you're like trying to get the heal off, and you're like, oh, I wish I had that heal up, it's probably because your frontline or whatever needed to heal probably either need to kill something faster or needed to be a little bit more tanky. But sometimes your account is not prepared to actually do that. So there is that, right? And you probably have a jillion turning zeros, so it's only one, so it's not that crazy. But, you know, it does help. And that's about it, my personal opinion. Yeah, see, because Macchiato, this is the thing, like, Macchiato is not a healer. I think Fox actually does heal. Lisa, I know, doesn't heal. Hamill heals, Ann heals, Ariel heals. So there is no B rank healer. If you do need a healer, these are your three options. I think Fox is a healer. Let me just... No, damage reduction, core breaking stuff. He doesn't heal. He is not a healer. So these are your healers in the game, these three characters. So you have to kind of bounce between them. Which one is the best one? Ariel's pretty good, and now she has this super spicy skin. Super nice skin. Kind of play. Has its own little intro sequence.
Would you like to listen to some soothing music on the piano?
Maybe. Perchance. Let me know if you guys are about, and I made a video about gacha games and skins, right? I actually like this version of a package deal, right? This is really good. You say, hey, I would like to get that. So you go into the, what is it, surveillance order, unlock the thing, and it's literally only $10. You get this if you want to do the super, get the auto level. You never usually need to do this specifically. Actually, that's really good. To get 10 of these for extra, okay, I sound like I'm a salesman, right? But S-class soul marks are something that I technically need just so I could use the phase 3, at least the first level of my phase 3 passive for my S ranks. Like I use it on Ham, I can use it on Nox. And that's not that bad in comparison because you're getting this, so you're only paying additional $9 for it. So to me, that's actually a pretty good deal. And yeah, I think that this is the best way to package stuff. You get a skin, which means literally nothing. It's just a cosmetics. Plus, you get a couple resources that will help your account. You get summon materials. You get emotes. You get all of this shit. I just think that this is the best way. Like, I don't like the other packs that usually games do. And I don't know why I'm putting this in an Ariel review, but I definitely think that this is how you want to do it. I think that the season passes that they usually do, like this type of stuff, is the way to go. It's the absolute 120,000% way to put packs in gacha games because you get a lot of good stuff. It doesn't super power crap. People aren't pissed if other people have it, and then if they want it, it's not too pricey. It's not like some $30, $40 thing that's like a huge investment. And if you don't want the bells and whistles, you just get the $10 pack. $10 or $19, like, yeah, this is reduced, but yeah, right. But it's to me, I think, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about Ariel. Let me know what you guys think about this type of season pass. Like, if I had Zoya, you know, maybe I would have been able to get Zoya. Maybe I would have been able to summon more by getting that pass. A lot of people will only spend money on this. This is their monthly contribution. How long is this out for, actually? Is it? I don't think it's a month. It's like a month and a half. Like, that's why Zoya was there for so long. Like, it's like a month and a half thing. So it's I think $20 for a month and a half is really not that bad, personally, for getting a bunch of stuff. Like I said, I've played the whole entire Zoya stuff. I still have a decent amount of accomplishments in my own account, and look at the difference there. You know, you get 10,000 here, 3,000. Like, it's not too crazy. Not too crazy. And I did finish the other one too. I definitely finished the other one, and maybe I should have just spent the extra $10 there to kind of increase my account. But this type of the game, and this is where I think the confusion came from the last video, I'm not trying to rush the game myself personally. I'm perfectly fine with the pacing of the game. I'm just concerned about the pacing of the game in the global market. Like it's going to get forgotten about is pretty much my concern. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.